So there's this guy named Alan, and all he ever wanted was for people to think he's high class and fancy. To achieve this, Alan becomes a career con man, trying to get rich through fraud. But his schemes keep getting him caught, so he's constantly in and out of prison. One day, though, Alan's father passes away, and Alan inherits a small portion of an oil interest. This oil interest only pays about $25 a month, so it's not much. But technically, he's now an oil man. With this, Alan starts his own oil company in Texas called Prosper Oil and Gas. Alan's a charismatic guy with solid marketing skills, and he begins attracting investors. Before long, the money starts rolling in, and soon, he has over 100 people investing in his company, controlling around $7 million of their money. With this newfound wealth, Alan hires a bunch of employees, buys a mansion, and showers his staff with expensive gifts, cars, and Rolexes. But here's the catch: Alan just recently got out of prison and is still on parole. He's not supposed to open any new checking accounts or credit cards, but he does anyway. Eventually, someone tips off the feds, and they start investigating. They discover that Prosper Oil and Gas is nothing but a big Ponzi scheme. Knowing the feds are onto him, Alan realizes he can't maintain his wealthy, fancy lifestyle if he goes back to prison. So, he meets up with his assistant and friend, Cody. Together, they decide to flee, taking a train from San Antonio all the way to San Francisco. Once in San Francisco, Alan can't just lay low, he's got to keep living large. So, he immediately starts a new oil company and begins collecting new investors. Meanwhile, his relationship with Cody starts to deteriorate, leading to constant fights. Frustrated, Cody decides to leave and flies back to Texas. Upon arrival, the feds are waiting for him, and Cody tells them everything about Alan, effectively snitching on him. With this information, the feds arrest Alan in San Francisco, and he's sentenced to 20 years in prison. But even behind bars, Alan can't give up his high-class aspirations. He continues scamming, setting up fake companies and swindling around $700,000 from people. Eventually, Alan is relocated from a Texas prison to a facility in Colorado. By now, he's been locked up for 6 years, but he's not ready to give up. He starts planning his escape, and one day, he seizes an opportunity. He jumps into an unattended prison van and quietly drives away. That's how he escapes. Alan abandons the van, rents a U-Haul, and stops at Walmart and Target to buy a non-prison outfit before heading to Texas. Once there, he vanishes, completely falling off the map until about a year later, when he turns up in Palm Beach, Florida. In Palm Beach, Alan is immediately drawn to the high society lifestyle. He sees the rich men and women dining and socializing at their croquet clubs and thinks, "These are my people. I want to be one of them." So, he invents a new identity, changes his name, and befriends a younger shoe salesman named Kevin. Kevin, of course, has no idea that Alan is an escaped convict. He believes Alan is a wealthy oil man. One day, Alan and Kevin go for lunch at a local croquet club, where they meet a rich widow. Alan quickly charms her, and soon, she's inviting Alan and Kevin to events and introducing them to her wealthy friends. Eventually, Alan attends a big fundraiser where he gets photographed by a local magazine, the Palm Beach Daily, which features the photo in an issue showcasing the wealthy people of Palm Beach. For Alan, this is a huge deal. It means he's finally made it.